What should I talk about? What should we speak of? Well, I don't quite know, do I? Let's find out. We're not gonna fucking do it. Are you gonna do it? As I was watching it, you see this shift. And this may get a little dark to me. I would say it's just the ebb and flow of life. We're gonna get close. Why is that? Well, I gotta be quieter than usual. Now, it's been an interesting few days for me. Why is that, D-Ray? I'm glad you called me that, first of all. I'll tell you, I'm glad you called me that. I don't know, man. I'm on vacation, alright? Started today. On the 7th, I'm getting married, so we got a wedding and all that, so it's like, that's coming up. Then I'm off till next Friday. Right now where I sit, I don't know if I should get this fucking cat or not. There's this rescue, whatever the fuck they call it, Humane Society, and there's a cat there that's like not really the nicest cat. I'm getting warned a lot. Like, did they tell you about that cat? You want to see that one? Did they tell you about it? It's not really socialized too well. It's like 3 months old. It's a whole ass thing. It's a whole ass thing. I'd have to get it in here, and I'd have to like fucking let it hide for a while, and then I have to be all quiet and shit. And then I just thought, like, I don't know, should I even fucking do this? Like, do I even want to take care of something? Because I don't even know if I'm like an animal person like that. Like, I'm not adopting this animal for its, oh my god, I need to take care of it, and it needs, like, I don't really, that's not my intent. It's just like something to ward the demons off and something to be a heartbeat in the house, really. It's more or less it for me. And, you know, I've been debating, like, is that good enough? You know, is that something that this animal should live with? And I don't know. Why do I feel like doing it? I don't fucking know. This is a whole lot of fucking shit that I just don't know sometimes. I don't really know. Other than that, I'm just like, sometimes I just go through the motions so much. Everything feels like it's a fucking chore. Like, now I gotta do this, now I gotta do that, oh my god, now I gotta fucking do this. Like, I can never just enjoy myself. You know, it seems so hard to do. And I don't feel very smart sometimes. Like, I did, I don't know why it happened. I was watching a video. I was talking about IQs, your intelligence and all that. And I was like, you know what is mine? So I found like I don't know what the fuck it was called. A famous IQ test. The limp something or other. Limp shit. I don't remember. And I had to pay for it, which is like $20, which already says my IQ is pretty low. And so I was taking it, and I just, like, let's go. What do we know right now? I was laying in bed, trying to sleep to go to work the next day. And the questions were ridiculous. They were either, there were 3 types of questions I noticed. One was like, look at the numbers here. What's the next pattern? And I can't do that. I just cannot do that. I'm not good enough. It would take me way too fucking long to sit and my mind doesn't give a fuck about that shit. So I just was like, I'll just pick a random number. I don't fucking care. The next question was like, look at this unfolded box. Each tile has its own color. look at these 4 responses. Which tile would be the box put back together again? Like, which one? Some stupid shit like that. And I was like, I don't, this is weird. I don't know. And then I just looked, I'm like, maybe that one, I don't know. And then the other one was like, it showed an image. And in the image was like certain lines and grids and shit. And it took a section out and it said, okay, down here, what section would go where that one's blank? And I was like, oh, this one. I feel like those are the only ones I actually got right. And then I got the results claiming, because of that, I'm an 84 IQ, which is below average IQ, which is like just a little bit above. It's like borderline disability, right? And you know, I got thinking about that for a while, past few days, and for the longest time in those few days, I was like, you know what? I am pretty fucking stupid. I really do have a hard time with a lot of things. I have a hard time grasping concepts. I have a hard time learning things, it feels like. I have a hard time taking part in intellectual activities. I have a hard time wanting to just use my brain. Just fucking cognitively. Like, I watch myself play video games and I don't even like, why do I play strategy games when I don't even want to think when I play it? I'm just like, I don't want to think. Just do things and then things will happen. I have a really hard time with, I want to be using my brain cognitively, but I don't know how. Do you know what I mean? And I've been just like struggling with this. I'm like, God, I'm a fucking retard. And everything I look at that I do, it's like, it's so lacking. It's so lesser. I feel like everything I do, like the book, these videos, I just feel like I'm a fucking idiot. Like I'm just fucking stupid. And what's the point? Because there's nothing more to it. And I've been feeling shitty about it too. And then I would think things like, well, you know, you're really not taking part in the ego shit. You know, intellectual, you know, pursuits are ego. And each item of those ego kind of, I don't know, whatever the big words are, but you yourself seek to understand something with all these little things you've grasped from other people's, and you put them in your head and you use that, and then together you have all these tools to now look at the world with these lenses of knowledge, because you retained all these concepts that other people come up with, as well as yourself. And from that point, you know, you go forward and shit. And I have a really hard time with that stuff. Like my own things. And I just keep thinking about this, and I keep thinking like, you know, like what is it that I feel and see in this world? What keeps me from taking a next step? And it honestly, it just feels like a level. You know, I look at all my videos and I look at the book and I look at all these things I've done artistically, and I'm like, what's it missing? Another level. Does it have anything to do with like me taking more commitment and working harder? That could be the next level of just like, you just gotta fucking work harder. You're lazy. As soon as you get to this threshold, you give up. It could be that, or it could be my brain has a hard time navigating outside of this realm. Like, I really do feel like I'm stuck in a fucking realm in my head. Like the Forgotten King in the book. I feel like I'm stuck in this fucking realm. And I don't know how to go forward. I was talking about the cat earlier, and it's like, to some people it's like a small thing. Like, getting a fucking cat's not a big deal. It is to me. You know, like, I have to fucking do something, and I'm noticing I really struggle with taking pursuing life, taking part, taking responsibility, or a commitment, or like just like living here in this world. Whether that's like getting married soon, literally in a few days, 3 days. This fucking cat thing, my book, the relationships that I have. Like, I try so hard. I noticed I have tried so hard to not live in this world, not participate in this world. I so badly don't want to be here that I'm finding any reason to not even, like, I'll just sit quietly and wait for this to be over, kind of thing. And that's like my big struggle. My own personal struggle is like wanting to do this, wanting to have things. Like, I want to read books. I really fucking do, but I just look at them. It's like fucking looking at this goddamn fucking Paradise Lost. Like, I want to read it, but I look at it and I try reading it and I fucking hate it. And I'm tired of it, or like, I want to fucking draw more, and I fucking start doing it, and I'm hating it the whole fucking time. I'm like, God, I don't want to fucking do this. I want to expand the way my mind works, and I fucking despise it. As I'm trying, and what happens is, I despise it, but I keep fucking powering through it, like, shut the fuck up, until, like, eventually I'm like, whatever. We're a miserable failure. And it's like, I'm trying to get out of this fucking circle. And sometimes it's just so difficult to do that. Every fucking day. Like, I don't know how many times I've said this. I feel like I say this a lot in these videos. Like, clearly he's depressed. But it's true. It's like every fucking day it's a goddamn emotional struggle. Like, the whole Paradise Lost thing, I'm like, why did I fucking do this? I literally told myself I'm gonna, like, jot down every time there's a word in italics, and then we can look up and be like, that's gonna be a nightmare. There are so many per page, and I'm just sick of it. I'm absolutely fucking tired of it. And I have half the video recorded. I haven't even started editing, and I just know, I'm like, this is gonna be a nightmare. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare in my mind. I feel like whoever the people are that watch these, or whichever videos people are watching, because it's like, I got 2 new subscribers, and I was like, which ones are you watching? Because somebody keeps watching these fucking videos of me reading Paradise Lost, or the philosophy one, but they're like only watching 2 minutes of it, and then I don't know, I'm confused on what people are here for. You know what I mean? Like, I'm super fucking confused. Do people just want to watch me suffer intellectually until I fucking blow my brains out on here, or like, what exactly? Like, I feel like a fucking idiot, and people are watching it and being entertained. They don't really realize I'm actually trying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be fucking stupid, or I'm not trying to be like, I goof around a lot because that's just how I cope with shit. That's how I always have coped, right? Just being goofy and having a bunch of characters. Like, my head's full of like hundreds of little characters, and I jump into them at times as I talk to myself. This character says this to that character says this to this one, then this one says it to that one, and then I'm over here like, guys, you need to chill out, we need to talk about it. And you can see me do that. So it's like, that's okay, that can be entertaining, I guess. Maybe people think that, or when I get flustered at some shit, like if I'm reading something, I'm fucking irritated. Maybe that's what people are watching. I don't know. But I just, like, sometimes I'm like, man, I hope people are just like laughing at me trying to just be, like, trying to find a reason to go on. Do you know what I mean? Because, yeah, I don't know. It's so difficult because you can get so caught up in everything. Like, your day to day. You can get so caught up in it. You can keep living it and doing it and living it and doing it. And then you just, like, have these moments. You just look back. And along the way, you've come up with concepts, or you've come up with ideas, or you formed opinions on things, or you found things of interest, or you started reading something, or whatever it is. You start doing things. And then you stop, and you look back at that trail, and you're like, what are these things? How did I get to them, and where are they going to lead me? Like, I'm always in a struggle for, like, what is going to lead me to the right places and what isn't? Reading Paradise Lost. Is that going to lead me somewhere correct? Is that going to take me to a level that I need to get to? Or is that a deterrent? Me working on my book. Is that something that I should be doing? Is that something that's my path forward? Or is it leading me astray? These videos, what's the point of them? Why do I keep doing it when I don't want to do it? Like, so far I've noticed in my life right now is about doing shit you don't want to fucking do. Like, I don't want to make videos. I don't want to write. I don't want to fucking pursue things. I don't want to get smarter. I don't want to figure things out. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to take care of things. I don't want to do any of that shit at all. It is like, I fucking hate doing all of that stuff. But I choose to every day, or at least almost every day, try to do it. And I really don't know why. I couldn't tell you, like, well, the reason is, like, I don't have a reason. I just do it because I don't know better. If I were to be, like, 100% serious, probably because I can't stomach the idea of killing myself. Probably, if that would be the reasoning behind it, you know. I don't think I could ever do that. But there are times where sometimes it seems like sitting in the dark by yourself. Sometimes that just seems like something we just want to do. Not have to do anything. Not have to talk to anyone. Not have to be place. Not have to have any commitments. That release of death that you hear about, like, if you watch, like, those videos of people talking about near-death experiences, everything they talk about, you're just like, that's what I want. I want that. I want no more worries, no more cares, no more anything. I just want to be free of this place. And there are some people that have killed themselves because they seek that. They seek that bliss, that utopia, or that, like, I don't know, dreamlike state. And I do too, but there's no way I could hurt myself, you know? There's no way I could do that. But that's the only way to obtain that bliss, that, you know, otherworldly, in another realm, peace. You can't obtain that here. You can meditate a little bit, you can chill yourself out, you can fuck with frequencies, you can work on your chakras and this and that, you can fuck with this human realm shit. But it's not death. You can only die when you die. Well, what about ego death? Like, I'm not fucking with that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want earthly things. I have to have earthly pursuits to ground me, but man, I don't want it. You know what I mean? I don't want this shit. And I feel bad because I don't want anyone thinking like negatively about everything I'm saying. You know, it's not what I'm trying to do, but I don't know what to fucking talk about, so I'm going to be 100% honest. hold on. I'm trying to be 100% honest, you know? And I don't want to. I don't want to talk like this, but that's the whole point of the channel, so I have to be. I just am so curious, because I'm at that level of like people watching it. I don't know, actually. 22 subscribers, but it's not like I get that many views per video, so I'm super confused on that. There are different people that want different things, maybe. I don't know. But I'm kind of at that point now with this shit that I'm just like, what am I even here for? You know, my whole life, when I was younger, I always wanted to be a beacon for people. I always wanted to really matter. I wanted to be really intelligent, learned. I wanted to be spiritually high. I wanted to be like a Jesus or a Gandhi, you know, that's lesser, but you know what I mean, or like some other fucking person like that. I always wanted to be like that. Lead people from darkness. And then, you know, as I was getting older, I'm like, I don't even know how I can do that, because I'm not the great one that I thought I could have been. Anyway, I always wanted to be like a leader, you know, or like I used to, and I still do, imagine me playing shows and daydream and stuff, and I'm like, I always wanted to fucking be special. But as I'm getting older, I'm like, there's something that blocks that. Me having to take this fucking leap. And that sometimes that leaping, I'm like, is that because that's not it? Or is it it? Like, I don't know. Am I doing, like, these videos, like my book, I don't know if anyone will ever get it. I don't know if anyone will ever understand it. There's like, again, it goes back to that thing where it's like, I don't even know what I'm doing, you know. When I play a video game, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing something to do something. When I'm working on my book, I don't feel like I know how to use my brain properly, so I'm just doing things to fucking do them. You know, and I took that, like I said, I took that test. I didn't really think like, like I don't know how to use it. I have this brain, I don't know how to use the right side, or whatever the side is that's more logic based. It's like, I know it's there. I know there's tools, and that's like how you interpret the world, but it's like, I almost don't use it. So my alienization that I have when I view the world is because I don't have the senses in there to say, here's how you are in the world, here's how you understand the visuospatial reasoning, here's how you understand this, this, and that. Like, I don't use those aspects, so I always feel an alien. Like I'm not of the world. You know? I don't know what any of that shit means. You know, the visio-spatial reasoning and shit. I don't even know what that fucking means. But that's one of the things it says I'm not good at. Visio-spatial or something. It's weird. It's spelled weird. Visio-spatial? I don't know. I mean, I drive really well and I have a very good sense of my surroundings, so much so more than other people that I know how close you really can be to things and not hit things. Like, I'm really good at that stuff, but I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know. Or timing things correctly. I know how to time things in life. Like, I know exactly how fast you should go if you want to hit these certain lights, or even in the real world, like I know how fast I should walk to not bump into that person, or I know when this person's doing this and that person's doing that. If I hit it at just this right angle, I can miss this interaction there because I don't want to be a part of it. Or like I know how to manipulate shit around me. Like I can do that stuff, but I don't know what that shit means. Like I feel like I watch the world so intensely that I gotta fuck with it, but it's like, at least to myself. Not like weird magic shit, I just mean like small things. And I do it so much to really avoid, you know what I mean? Like you see someone start to open up. If you notice little cues, and I'm like, ooh, you know, I don't want to get too in, you know what I mean? I can't get in this world too much. So I have to kind of stay back, you know. Or I'm at work a lot, and I notice people noticing me. I notice them wanting to talk to me. I see these women's eyes looking at me all the time. And I'm purposely like, and I'm trying to turn that shit all off. Because I want to be a ghost. Always have. Always want to just disappear. I really, really don't want to be here that bad, I guess. This is not something... This is something recently I've been noticing about myself more and more, connecting all the dots. And that's been making it really difficult to want to keep trying on everything. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody fucking make a comment. Just one person that doesn't normally. Because it's like, is anyone even fucking listening? Am I talking in a fucking sock? You know? Like, am I in a cloud here? And I'm going insane? I have no idea. Jesus, should I call this video, Can Anyone Hear Me? Or no? People might think it's a little dark. Last time I made a video that had a darker title, no one watches it. It's kind of scary for people. I mean, if you don't like hearing this shit, too bad. I mean, I fucking feel it every day. How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel living with it, you know? Every single fucking day waking up thinking this shit for 32 years. It gets tiring. It's fucking pretty, yeah. You get sleepy a lot. I'll just call it, Can You Hear Me? I don't know why, but we'll call it that.